God is speaking to you right now. This message is urgent. It's life-changing. He has chosen a person for you to marry. This isn't random. It's part of His plan for your life. You may feel unsure. You might feel hesitant. But God's voice is clear. He is calling you to this union. This is about more than love. It's about your destiny. This person was chosen by God for you. Their role in your life is bigger than you realize. God sees what you can't. He knows your future. He sees the blessings waiting for you. This marriage is not ordinary. It is sacred. It's a partnership designed by heaven. Together, you will fulfill His purpose. You've prayed for guidance. You've asked for clarity. This is His answer. This person embodies everything you've asked for. God's timing is perfect. Don't ignore this message. Delays could close doors meant to open. The spiritual realm is moving right now. God is orchestrating events for your favor. He is asking for your trust. The enemy will try to distract you. He will confuse you. He will discourage you. But God is calling you to act in faith. This is your moment. God knows your heart. He knows your desires and struggles. He sees what you need before you even ask. This person will strengthen you. They will draw you closer to Him. You may feel overwhelmed, but God is not the author of confusion. Pray for clarity. Ask Him to confirm this message in your heart. March 31st is a turning point. God's plan is unfolding now. This person is part of your future. Together, you will glorify God. Your marriage is more than companionship. It is a divine covenant. It's a tool for His kingdom. Through your union, His love will shine. Together, you will serve His purpose. God wants to use your marriage for good. Your love will inspire others. Your faith will reflect His glory. This is bigger than you. The path forward requires faith. Take the first step in obedience. Pray together. Seek wisdom from godly counsel. Build a strong foundation. Trust God's plan. Even if it doesn't make sense now, He sees the bigger picture. His ways are higher than ours. This is His perfect timing. You've waited for this moment. Don't let fear hold you back. God's favor is on this union. Move forward in faith. This person is an answer to your prayers. They will stand by you through every season. They will encourage your walk with God. Together, you'll grow in faith. Life won't always be easy, but with God at the center, you'll overcome. This is His promise to you. He will guide and strengthen you both. Open your heart to His voice. Surrender your doubts and fears. God is leading you toward a blessing, but it requires action. The window of time is critical. March 31st is fast approaching. God is aligning everything in your favor. Act before it's too late. Pray for confirmation. Ask God to show you His will clearly. He will answer. He will guide your steps. God's plans are always good, even when you don't understand them. His plans are perfect. Every detail of your life has been written by His hand. He sees the big picture. We only see a small part. Trust that His plans are for your good, even when the path feels uncertain. He wants to prosper you, not harm you. His heart for you is full of love. This union is part of His blessing. This person is part of His plan. They are not just someone you met by chance. God has been preparing both of you for this moment. He has woven your paths together. Trust Him to lead you. He's never failed you before, and He won't fail you now. Even when you feel uncertain, God is steady and faithful. Lean into His guidance. He will show you the way. You may not feel ready. The truth is, none of us ever feel fully prepared for the big moments. God doesn't call the qualified. He qualifies the called. If He has called you to this union, He will give you the tools, the strength, and the courage. God equips those He calls. He will strengthen you where you feel weak. He will provide wisdom where you feel unsure. His Spirit will empower you. Take the first step, and He will meet you there. Each step of obedience brings you closer to His perfect plan. His strength is made perfect in your weakness. Lean on Him every step of the way. Even when the road feels uncertain, even when the weight feels heavy, He is your strength. He is your guide. You don't have to navigate this journey alone. You were never meant to carry this on your own. God walks with you, every moment, every step, every breath. He is with you in your moments of doubt. He is with you in your moments of weakness. He is with you when you feel lost and when you feel overwhelmed. God is holding your hand. He is steadying you, strengthening you, and reminding you that you're never alone. He is guiding your heart. When you feel unsure, when you feel hesitant, His Spirit is speaking to you. His voice is quiet but clear. He is preparing your future. Everything you've been through, every challenge, every victory, has led you to this moment. Your destiny is intertwined with this person's. This isn't just about love. It's not just about companionship or comfort. It's about something much bigger. It's about destiny. It's about stepping into the life God has designed for you. It's about walking in alignment with His plan. It's about glorifying Him through your union. God has brought you together for a greater purpose. This isn't a coincidence. It's not a chance meeting. It's not a random connection. God's hand has been at work in both of your lives. He has been shaping you, preparing you, and aligning your paths for this exact moment. Together, you will create a future that glorifies Him, a future filled with purpose, with meaning, and with divine intention. Your union will be a force for good. It will bring hope to those around you. It will inspire others to trust in God's plans for their lives. Together, you will reflect His love. You will show the world what it means to love unselfishly, to serve faithfully, and to walk humbly with God. This is not just about the two of you. Your marriage is a part of something much larger. It is a piece of God's divine puzzle. He is calling you to step into this union with faith, to trust Him even when the details aren't clear, to believe that His plans for you are good. You may feel unprepared. You may feel unworthy, but God doesn't call the qualified. He qualifies the called. If He has called you to this, He will equip you. He will give you the tools, the wisdom, and the courage to walk this path. This is not a decision to take lightly. This is not a moment to delay. God's timing is perfect, and He is moving in your life right now. He is aligning everything in your favor, even the things you can't see, even the things that feel uncertain. He is working behind the scenes. Trust Him. Trust His timing. Trust His plan. Your future is in His hands, and His plans for you are greater than anything you could imagine. This marriage is not just about finding happiness. It's about walking in obedience. It's about surrendering your fears, your doubts, and your questions to Him. He sees the big picture. He knows the purpose He has for your life, and He knows that this union is a part of that purpose. Your love for each other will be a reflection of His love for you. It will be patient, kind, and forgiving. It will be a love that stands firm in the face of challenges. A love that grows stronger with time. A love that points back to God's faithfulness. Through your marriage, lives will be changed. You will be a light to those who are searching for hope. You will be a testimony of God's goodness and grace. The world is watching. People are looking for an example of true love. A love that endures. A love that inspires. A love that reflects God. Your marriage will be that example. It will be a living testimony, a reminder that God's plans are always good. This is not just about you. It's about His kingdom. It's about His glory. Together, you will accomplish things you never thought possible. You will walk through doors that only God could open. You will face challenges that only He could prepare you for. But through it all, He will be with you. He will be your guide, your protector, your provider. Don't let fear hold you back. Don't let doubt cloud your mind. God is speaking to you right now. He is asking you to trust Him. March 31st is not just another date. It's a moment of divine alignment, a turning point in your life. The spiritual realm is moving. God is orchestrating events in your favor. But He is asking for your faith. He is asking you to step forward in obedience, to trust Him even when the path isn't clear, to believe that His promises are true. You've prayed for guidance. You've asked for clarity. This is His answer. Don't hesitate. Don't wait. The window of opportunity is open. Act in faith. Move forward with courage. And watch as God's plan unfolds in your life. This is your moment. This is your calling. Step into it with confidence. God's favor is on this union. He has chosen you for each other. He has prepared you for this moment. And He is with you every step of the way. Lean on Him. Trust Him. And take that first step. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to see the entire path. God will guide you. He will give you wisdom where you need it. He will give you strength where you feel weak. He will give you peace where you feel anxious. This is a sacred moment, a divine opportunity. Step into it with faith. Step into it with trust. Step into it with obedience. God is calling you to something greater. He is calling you to a future filled with purpose, and He has already prepared the way. Now, it's your turn to move. Trust His voice, trust His guidance, and trust that His plans for you are good. This is the moment you've been waiting for. This is the answer to your prayers. Step into His plan today and watch as He works all things together for your good. You will encourage and strengthen each other. When one of you feels weak, the other will lift them up. When one stumbles, the other will steady them. Together, you will be stronger than you could ever be alone. Your partnership will reflect His love. It will be a mirror of His grace, His forgiveness, and His kindness. In your patience with each other, His mercy will shine. In your joy, His presence will be evident. Through your marriage, others will see His glory. They will see what it means to live in faith. They will witness how love rooted in God becomes unshakable. Your union will be a testimony of His goodness. This is not random. This is not a coincidence. It's not just a matter of timing or chance. God's hand has been on your life from the very beginning. Every twist, every turn, every moment has led to this. Even the challenges you've faced were part of His plan to prepare you. He has been shaping you, refining you, and molding your hearts for each other. He has prepared you for each other in ways you can't yet see. The prayers you've prayed in private, the tears you've cried in silence, He has heard them all. This marriage is His design. It is not just about companionship. It's about purpose. It's about glorifying God in a way that only the two of you together can. It's about fulfilling His mission. This isn't just about the happiness you'll find in each other. It's about the work you'll do for His kingdom, the lives you'll touch, the hearts you'll change. Through your union, God will advance His kingdom. You may not see it fully now, but your marriage is a piece of a greater puzzle, a part of His divine plan. Your relationship will be a light to those around you. In a world that is filled with brokenness, your love will be an example of healing. In a world filled with doubt, your faith will be an example of trust. It will inspire others to draw closer to Him. When people see your union, they won't just see two people in love. They'll see the power of God's love working through you. They'll see what happens when two lives are surrendered to His will. Together, you will be a powerful testimony. You will remind others that God's plans are good, that His timing is perfect, that His ways are higher than ours. Your marriage will not just be a union of two hearts. It will be a covenant with God, a sacred bond designed to glorify Him. Even in your struggles, God will be at work. In your disagreements, He will teach you forgiveness. In your hardships, He will strengthen your faith. Together, you will learn to lean on Him more than ever before. You will pray together, worship together, and grow together. The challenges you face will not break you. They will refine you. They will make your bond stronger. And through every trial, God's presence will sustain you. This is not just about love. It's about building something eternal. It's about creating a legacy of faith. God's hand is on this marriage. He has chosen you for each other. He has equipped you for this calling, and He is asking you to trust Him. Step forward in faith, even if you feel unsure, even if you feel unprepared. God doesn't call the ready. He prepares the called. He is preparing you now. Every step you take in faith will be met with His provision. Every doubt you surrender will be replaced with His peace. Trust Him with your fears. Trust Him with your questions. Trust Him with your future. He is already there. He has gone ahead of you. He has paved the way. He is guiding your steps even when you don't see the full path. This marriage is not just for you. It is for His glory. It is for His kingdom. It is for the good of others. Through your love, lives will be changed. Through your union, hearts will be healed. Through your faith, others will find hope. God is calling you now. He is asking you to step into His plan. He is asking you to trust Him completely. This is not a moment to hesitate. This is not a moment to doubt. This is a moment to act in faith. God's timing is perfect. You may not understand it, but He knows what is best. March 31st is a turning point. It's not just another date. It's a moment when everything aligns. The spiritual realm is moving. God is orchestrating events in your favor, but He is asking you to take the first step. He is asking for your trust. He is asking for your obedience. Faith requires action. You've prayed for guidance. You've asked for clarity. This is His answer. Don't let fear hold you back. Fear is not from God. He has given you courage. He has given you strength. He has given you His Spirit. Move forward with boldness. Even if the road feels uncertain, God will provide. He will guide you. His promises are sure. His plans are good. His love for you is unshakable. This is your moment. Step into it with faith. Say yes to His plan. This isn't just about you. It's about the bigger picture. It's about His kingdom, His purpose, and His glory. Together, you and this person will accomplish things you can't even imagine. Your union will be a force for good in the world. God's favor is on this marriage. He is aligning everything in your favor. But the window of time is critical. Don't let doubt rob you of this blessing. Don't let hesitation close the door. God is speaking to you now. His voice is clear. His call is urgent. Act in obedience. Move forward in faith. He will meet you every step of the way. He will provide everything you need. His strength will sustain you. This marriage is not ordinary. It is sacred. It is a divine covenant. Through it, God's love will be reflected. Through it, His kingdom will be advanced. Through it, lives will be changed. Trust Him. Trust His timing. Trust His plan. This is your calling. This isn't just a passing thought or a coincidence. This is a divine invitation, crafted specifically for you. God has chosen you for this moment, and He is asking you to respond. This is your moment. a moment that has been set apart, a moment ordained by God. Everything in your life has prepared you for this. The trials you've faced, the lessons you've learned, the prayers you've prayed, they've all brought you to this point. Step into it. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. This is your time to move forward. God's promises are waiting for you. Promises of hope, of joy, of peace, and of purpose. He has spoken these promises over your life. He has planned them for you since the beginning of time, and He is faithful to fulfill them. Your future is in His hands. It is not uncertain to Him. It is not chaotic or unclear. He has already written it. He knows the plans He has for you. Plans to prosper you, not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. You can trust Him completely, and His plans for you are greater than anything you could imagine. You may have your own dreams, your own hopes, your own vision for the future, but God's plans surpass them all. What He has in store for you is far greater, far more meaningful, and far more beautiful than you could ever create on your own. Move forward. Don't let fear hold you back. Don't let doubt keep you stagnant. Faith requires action. Take that first step. With faith. Even if it feels uncertain. Even if you don't have all the answers. With courage. Knowing that God goes before you. Knowing that He is your strength. With trust. Believing that His plans are good. Believing that His promises never fail. He is with you. You don't walk this path alone. You never have, and you never will. God walks beside you. He holds you when you feel weak. He comforts you when you feel afraid. He strengthens you when you feel unsure. Now and always. He is unchanging. He is steady. He is faithful. Forever faithful. His promises endure. His love is constant. His grace is unending. Forever good. Even when life feels uncertain, even when the path feels difficult, God is good. This is your time. This is not a coincidence. This is not random. This is a divine moment, a holy calling. This is your calling. A purpose specifically designed for you. A plan only you can fulfill. A journey God has uniquely prepared for you. Step into His plan today. Don't wait for everything to make perfect sense. Don't wait until you feel completely ready. God doesn't call the ready. He calls the willing. He equips those He calls. He strengthens those who step out in faith. He provides for those who trust Him. This is your time to say yes. Yes to His plan. Yes to His timing. Yes to His promises. Trust that He has already prepared the way. He has gone before you. He has aligned every detail. He has opened doors that no one can close. All He asks is that you take the first step. Step into the unknown with the confidence that God will catch you. This is not just about you. It's about the bigger picture. It's about His kingdom. It's about His glory. Through your obedience, God's love will be revealed. Through your faith, others will see His power. Your life is a testimony. Every step you take in faith, every moment you trust Him, points back to His goodness. This is your time. This is your calling. God is waiting for you to step into it. He is ready to bless you. He is ready to guide you. He is ready to show you the fullness of His promises. But you have to move. You have to take that step of faith. You have to trust Him completely. This moment is not just for you. It's for the lives you will touch, the hearts you will impact, the people who will see God through you. Your obedience has a ripple effect. Your faith will inspire others. Your trust will point people back to Him. Don't let fear hold you back. Fear is not from God. He has given you a spirit of power, of love, and of a sound mind. Step forward in boldness. Even if the road ahead looks uncertain, even if you don't know what's next, God does. He sees the big picture. He knows the purpose behind every step, and He is asking you to trust Him with the details. This is your time to surrender, to let go of your doubts, to release your fears, and to trust that God's plan is perfect. It's not always easy. The path may come with challenges. It may require sacrifice. It may stretch your faith. But God is with you. He will never leave you. He will never forsake you. He will guide you every step of the way. This is your moment to act, to move forward in faith, to trust that God has already made a way. The blessings He has for you are waiting. They are not just material. They are spiritual, emotional, and eternal. God wants to bless you with purpose, with joy, and with peace. But He is asking for your trust. He is asking for your obedience. He is asking for your faith. Step into His plan today. Don't let this moment pass you by. Don't let fear rob you of the blessings God has prepared for you. He is speaking to you now. His voice is clear. His timing is perfect. This is your calling. This is your moment. Step into it with confidence. God is faithful. He is good, and He will never fail you. Trust Him, follow Him, and watch as His plan unfolds in your life. This is your time. This is your calling. Step into His plan today.